welcome back to episode 5 of After the 9 to 5 podcast with me, Amy.
And me, Felicity. So we're going to start off with a joke. And again, disclaimer, Amy doesn't know what the joke is. I've had this in my head all weekend.
You keep saying to me, I've got the joke. I'm like, okay, I've got the joke.
Why did the toilet roll down the hill?
Toilet roll down the hill. Why did the toilet roll down the hill? Because he had no toilet to roll with? No.
To get to the bottom.
That's good.
I was so proud of that. I actually heard that from someone else.
But they're so good.
Simple yet effective.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Nice. So, how has your week been?
Week's been lovely, actually. Well, I say lovely. It's been absolutely chaotic. Manic. Just another manic Monday. Shit. Yeah, week's been good, really busy. It's been just full on, but every week is full on. I feel like I always say this every week. It's been chaos, it's been full on, but it's good. Lots of learning as always. But I have to say, my baby nephew was born last week.
Shout out
to Harry and Yaz, who have had a beautiful baby boy. His name's Theodore. And
congratulations.
Yeah, and so that's really happy. So yes, happy days for that.
Nice.
How's your week been, Fafa?
It's been good. I haven't really been feeling it, but it's been good. I think I've been more excited about the podcast going live because we finally managed to sort everything out, get it going.
Yeah, so you'll all be hearing this. This is episode 5 now, so all 4 are out. This will be going out on Thursday.
Yeah, nice. There's a couple of disclaimers that feedback we've been given. Number 1, I want to talk about is, no, I don't want to leave my job.
Yeah, that was a previous job.
Previous company. Obviously, I love where I work now. And it's massive improvement. That's just a disclaimer. What was the other one I was going to say anyway? Moving on.
Yeah, do you want to talk about your weekend?
Oh, Valentine's Day. Well, no, happy Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day.
I'm all over the place. Sorry, I'm like nervous because there's people listening.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, darling.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Do you do cards?
We do cards, but mine's not arrived. So I did say to Mr. P this morning, I'm really sorry, but your card's not arrived. And he won't hear this, but I didn't get him anything. I just got him a little Lego keyring. It's a heart. And I'll have one side and he'll have the other side because we're obsessed with Lego Masters. If anyone's not watched Lego Masters Australia...
I was about to say, I could never get into it.
No, it's really good. Yeah, so we do usually do cards. He usually buys me some flowers or some chockies and we go out for dinner. But it's a manic week this week. So yeah, we're just going to do it another time. But nice. Yeah, the card's not arrived. So happy V-Day, Mr. P.
Nice. And I can actually say this now because Mr. C won't hear this today.
Yeah.
But I actually made him a card. I designed one on my iPad and... he thinks I haven't got him anything.
Aww.
Obviously, it's only a card, but we went away for the weekend, which was amazing. Went to Ivy Asia, would highly recommend. Funny story about that as well, which we'll go into later. And we went and saw some live music. And it was just nice to spend some time with each other and like no phones and just switching off and appreciating each other. So it was amazing.
I think it's little things like that. Even if you don't go away, just taking time out together.
Yeah.
And enjoying each other and sort of remembering why you love each other.
Yeah, for sure. And like even like in the morning on Sunday, we woke up, had breakfast, then we went for a walk along the seafront.
Like an old married couple.
Yeah, and then we sat down. Yeah, good
it's
week.
Just flying by. Like, how the hell are we in the middle of February? But we always say that. So anyway, moving on. So we've got to talk about our... So every Friday we have a sales meeting and it's made up of a few different employees. So you've got a few from the sales, me in operations, you've got the CEO, you've got the product manager. So it's sort of everyone
a bit like
in
a
the
team,
business.
a team meeting to see how we're getting on with the week, where we are, and if anyone's got any questions or if they're struggling with something, they can bring it up in that. Like opportunities we've lost, won, success stories, etc. And we just want to talk about something that happened in that meeting, which I think if it happened to me, I think I would leave.
I'd be mortified. But basically, we all have segments of the meeting that we all host or take control of. So I do stuff on the operations side, da-da-da-da-da. So at points in the meeting, we share our screens. Or whoever's talking or presenting at that time is sharing their screen. Oh, over to you. Felicity.
I really have to control myself. So also, I'm just going to point out, Amy and I sit upstairs together. So we're in arm's distance.
Yeah, we could stroke each other if we wanted.
If we wanted to. Yeah. Product manager sits downstairs. Sales director sits in another room. And then our director, CEO, works from home. Anyway, so we're all on this Teams meeting. He's now sharing his screen, going through all the products and projects we've got live. And we're all talking about it. And then all of a sudden, this Teams conversation comes up with him and his wife. And then there's a screenshot of the director.
That he's obviously sent to his wife. And then he comes up with this story. He proclaims it's true, Amy, and it probably is true, to be fair, that it's about his doors. He goes, oh, the director's got really nice doors. I mean, I would die.
And then the director's going, oh, what's that, Nick? Nick, what are you sharing?
Have you
taken a screenshot of me?
But yeah, maybe it's a be there. You had to be there moment.
But my goodness,
I'd be
Amy and I looked at each other,
dying,
because we've got our headsets on and stuff. You just see our heads go down, and we're like shaking.
Yeah. And then trembling on these leather chairs behind our screen.
And then we start texting each other going, oh my God. So
Did you see that? And then our sales manager is going, Nick, we're on a sales meeting. Anyway.
What are you doing that for?
I mean, seriously. Just funny. As I said, you might have had to be there, but it was just hilarious because I would have been mortified. So there you go. Yeah. That's a little funny story for the week here.
Yeah, and for anyone out there that do have their partners on Teams, remove them now before it's too late and you get caught out.
And just be careful when you're screen sharing. All right.
So, because this is a podcast about after the 9 to 5, we do like to keep it office-based and jobs.
Yeah, like relevant to work. So we want to talk about our first job, like proper jobs. Yeah.
Yeah? And it's funny because Amy and I actually both worked in Tesco's.
Tesco.
Was it the same year?
Oh, I can't remember.
Mine was 2010.
I think mine was earlier than that. I think mine was like 2008/9.
Okay.
I think.
Okay,
nice. I'm a bit older than you.
Yeah.
I was 16.
Yeah, and I was 16, so yeah. It was
on my 16th birthday, I made my mum take me down to Tesco's and get an application form. And I applied for a job on my birthday. So I was like, I want to work. I've heard Tesco's don't pay too bad.
Tesco's pay amazing, I think.
I know.
And it's funny because when I applied, it was a massive thing in our sixth form. Everyone was applying for these jobs. Right. And everyone was like on Facebook going, did you get the job? Did you get a call?
Really?
And yeah, it was, and they did a group interview. Did you do a group interview?
No, I was on my own.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's basically a room them talking about Tesco's. By the way, we do talk about Tesco's quite a bit. So if you're listening, feel free to sponsor us.
Yeah, we'd love a Tesco sponsorship. My friend and I, Alex, we used to love Tesco's. That was our
Maybe you should sing in the song.
I'm not singing the Tesco song.
Sing the
point.
No. Five seconds. Come on. Okay, ready?
We're going to Tesco, we're going to Tesco. That's it, I'm not doing it anymore. Because it could go on for ages. And I know that people don't like people singing on podcasts. So
and Amy and I do love a sing-song.
If you couldn't tell already. But yeah, back to Tesco's. So yeah, I was on the checkout. I loved it, to be fair. I worked with a few really nice people. I loved it. I worked Mondays.
Mondays. I work Mondays.
Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays 3 times. Because I was at school. Or was I at school or college?
Like college.
Yeah, I can't remember.
What was your Monday shift?
Late. So it was after school.
5:30 till 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Fridays was till 9. And then I used to go out and get pissed.
Oh, see, I had Mondays 8:30 till 5:30 till 8:30, and then Saturdays 7:30 till 11.
Oh, my Tesco's wasn't open that late. Mine shut at 9.
No, sorry, in the morning.
Oh,
Saturday morning.
Oh, and yeah, no.
Yeah, and it was awful. You'd go out Friday night, and I'd still turn up drunk.
Yeah, I used to get really embarrassed though, and I don't know why, which is so stupid. Is I used to go out on Friday night because I finished at 9. All my friends would be down the park, down the river. third field, and be in my Tesco uniform if I'd forgotten to like bring clothes with me.
Oh, like the really baggy
flared blue
trousers.
And like the fleece. And I was always so embarrassed. I used to really fancy my current boyfriend, and I was always so embarrassed. I was like,
oh, you should tell the story with his mum.
Okay, so Mr. P's mum is such a sweet lady, and I was on the checkouts, and on a Friday night, a lady would always come in. This was before we were together, by the way. I had no idea who she was. Used to come in. She was so nice, and she would always talk about her 3 boys and how much food she'd have to buy for them. And we used to have really like sweet conversations.
Because you always get like your regulars.
Yeah. She'd always be on Friday night. Anyway, months and months and months went by. Mr. P and I started sort of courting, dating, and my friend knows Mr. P's family, and he went, oh, that's Mr. P's mum. I went, what? And it turns out that is my partner's mum. So all this time we were getting on lovely, and it turned out...
I love that story.
Yeah,
I think it's beautiful.
Really cute. Yeah, so I love Tesco's. I was on the checkouts, loved it. I then, at the end of 20 minutes before the shift ended, would go back with a trolley with all the stuff people had put back.
Oh, in the basket,
and then you'd go and put it out the back. But the amount of waste, I remember always being so shocked with so much waste would just go in a skip, and none of the staff, or like we weren't allowed to hand it out to the homeless in case it was like off or whatever. But yeah, I love my time at Tesco's until I got fired.
Damn.
Thanks, Tesco.
Why did you get fired?
I put a request in for holiday. It got approved for Reading Festival. So then I went to Reading Festival, and then someone ratted on me. Well, they didn't rat on me because I had the holiday booked, and sent someone a picture of me like in a crowd with like probably like a bottle of vodka or something. And then I got called into the manager's office, and they said, you took holiday without request. And I was like, no, I did request it. Like, obviously, I'm not just going to go to a festival. And they said, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to dismiss you. I then had to do a walk of shame out the back, and then past everyone's checkouts, fired. But do you know what? Good thing.
Everything happens for a reason, mate. I know she got like backache from working at Tesco's. I had to go to like physio when I was sitting on the checkouts and twisting my body.
Oh. How did you leave Tesco? Or did you leave? Or did you
I left. I got a full-time job in a hospital I was working in.
Oh, okay.
And they offered me a full-time job, and I wanted to save up for travelling, so I took the full-time job.
Fair play.
Yeah. But I did, it's quite funny because I hope no one's listening from Tesco's.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking that now. Christ.
But because it was towards the end, I hated it. It was horrible. It was awful hours.
What, Tesco's?
Yeah. But Tesco's towards the end of, I think it was just under a year I worked there.
At Tesco's?
At Tesco's. Wow, it was very small, like short amount of time. And I was just falling out of love with it. I didn't really make any friends from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. I'll tell you another story, but it's like one of my best friends. She completely ditched me.
What, at Tesco?
At Tesco. Like, I was best friends at secondary school. Oh, got the job together, would work Mondays together, and then one day went on holiday together with our family. Oh. And then one day she just walked off. Like, she was meant to meet me for our shift, walked off. And then
that was it?
And we literally wouldn't talk to me at work.
Do you want to leave this in?
Well, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your loss is my gain.
I know, it was awful. Like, she was my best friend. And even to this day, I still don't know why she didn't want to be friends with me.
Oh, that's so annoying.
It's awful.
I had such a cool crew at Tesco's. I'm not going to name anyone, but you know who you are if you are listening to this. Loved it. Really loved it. And I was actually really gutted.
Because I reckon now, if I was who I am now, like not standing for anyone's shit, then I would probably fucking love it. Because it was my dream job to be a checkout chick.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the checkouts.
Sad,
and then you learnt all the codes. If something like came to your checkout, like a pineapple without the tag on, you'd be like, yep, that's an 8912.
Yeah, and the lemons was like 3225 or something, yeah.
But yeah, imagine if we worked together at Tesco's.
Oh my God, I'd love that. Love it.
Clean up on aisle 4.
Did you ever do the
like tannoy?
Yeah, but the cigarette counter.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I did it a couple of times.
Because I wasn't old enough.
Oh, so I must have done it longer then, because I was there when I was 18.
Yeah.
16 to 18. No, I can't.
But do you remember, because I was I wasn't 18, and if someone
you have to go
bought alcohol, you put your arm up and go, alcohol! They still do that.
Well, I don't know, they must do.
Oh, I love this whole 10-minute chat in Tesco.
Yeah, brilliant.
But again, Tesco, if you are listening, we're taking sponsorships now, we're live.
You can email us at afterthe9to5podcast@gmail.com.
Thank you. So, a little update on where we're at with the Nicola Bulley case. I've gone on deep on this, and I'm because I've got quite a conspiracy head on me, and I just go off on massive tangents on the internet. And I just don't know what to believe anymore. I do have to put in, last week I said that the dog was agitated. Apparently the dog wasn't agitated, so I did get that wrong, so sorry about that. Just a few things.
Sorry, like agitated as in like he was all over the place.
When they found the dog, I read that the dog was agitated, but actually he wasn't.
He was calm,
he was calm. And if you think about it, like they're clever dogs. So if something had happened,
he would be agitated.
Yeah. Just a few points that I've seen online on social media and stuff. Again, this is not concrete evidence. It's just my opinion or my analysis of what I've been looking at. So the police were saying that they were looking for a tatty old red van. When the partner was being interviewed, there's a red van in the window while he's being interviewed.
No, you're joking.
Yeah, you're joking. Yeah.
What?
Whether they've searched that or whatever, or whether that's just a coincidence, I don't know. I don't know why
this is the thing, right, guys? I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not following this case. I'm relying on Amy's updates. So my reactions are real.
Yeah. I mean, again, this isn't concrete evidence. This is people's opinions, things that I've seen online. I haven't really looked much at like the newspapers and stuff, but I've just been pulling things, and anything that sort of sparked my question, I've been like, oh, I don't know. The partner, I don't know why I'm getting really into the partner now. It's not her husband, it's her partner. Is really calm, but then I don't know. Would you be calm? Maybe that's the way he's dealing with it. I don't know. The way he's shaking his head and a bit smirky. I'm not enjoying that. It's making me feel
Are these interviews like all online?
Yeah, and then he was being interviewed, and he kept stroking the dog when he was being asked like really difficult questions, and the dog still had the harness on. So why was the harness removed when she went missing and was on the bench? I feel like the harness, the lead, the phone was maybe put there as a decoy. I don't know. Why wasn't the bench sealed off? Like, as soon as that report, if you're like a good police officer or an investigator, detective, whatever, you'd corner that whole freaking section off, no? What else? I'm trying to think now. The partner says that, like crystal clear, that he put the dog and the girls in the car before Nicola taking her kids and dog, off. But there's video of her coming out the house that morning with the dog still behind her. So why would he lie about that? Or is he lying, or is he getting confused? I don't know.
God, that's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, there's just loads of stuff. And like, if she was attacked, would the kidnapper, like the phone was still on Teams, how would the kidnapper know that she was on mute and not on camera? Like, would you know that from a quick glance? I don't know. I mean, I would, because I use Teams. But surely you wouldn't risk kidnapping someone who's on a call. But also,
if she was that's the thing, say if she wasn't on mute and she was kidnapped, then they would have heard her scream or something like that.
That's what I mean. So would a random kidnapper...
seeing someone on the phone...
Would they risk that? I don't know. Yeah. This is what I thought was a bit weird as well. The partner said she's usually back from these walks around 10 a.m. And when she wasn't back by about 10:30, he changed into his gym clothes, called her phone a few times. Obviously, she didn't pick up. And as he was leaving, he got a call from the school saying they'd found the dog and the phone. So if he'd been calling her, like he said he did, would the school not have answered the phone and said, look, we found the dog? Like, why didn't the school answer the phone if they'd found the phone? Do you see what I mean?
Did they find the phone or just find the dog loose?
Yeah, but at that point, they'd found her phone, the dog, harness. The lead, the harness and all that. Yeah, and the river, just because obviously that theory's been thrown around. Well, did she go in the river? Did she not? The river was less than 2 foot deep at that time. Mm. The divers searched like that part of the river straight away. So if she did get pushed, she'd have to have pushed like really hard for her to fall in. Because she would have just fallen on like rocks or something. Oh, I don't know. It's blown my mind, to be honest with you. And I think the more I keep looking into it, the more, I don't know. And her friend, she seems a bit sus. But anyway, I don't want to... She does. Yeah, I just don't know.
It's hard.
But if anyone else is following this or got any other theories or stuff that I've missed, because as I said, I've just pulled this from here, there and everywhere, please let me know.
She's losing sleep over it, guys.
It just doesn't. It's not right. Someone just doesn't vanish. But do they? But what I said last week, why is this case getting so much press? Mm-hmm. And people go missing every single day. But anyway, sorry. Went on a bit of a weird there.
That's the thing. You don't want to be accusing people when they're not.
Disclaimer, I'm not accusing anyone. I watch a lot of true crime dramas, documentaries, podcasts. And do you remember that guy who killed his wife and his daughters?
The 2 children
and put them in
America.
A water tank.
Yeah, awful.
Weird
It's on Netflix. It's called The American Horror Story, I believe. Because she used to be like a vlogger.
Yeah.
On Facebook and stuff. And then... Yeah, and he was obviously having an affair and then decided to...
But they put like a side-by-side comparison of his body language compared to this guy. And it's quite similar. A lot of shrugging the shoulders, a lot of shaking the head.
Also, I'm just going to put it out there as well. Why has no one mentioned that the other girl that got murdered, that was only 14 miles up the road from this crime scene?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You've not seen it?
No.
16 or 14-year-old girl got murdered. And it was 14 miles away from this crime scene.
Fucking hell. Honestly, what is this?
Crazy. Anyway.
Be careful out there, ladies. All right.
And men, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
And dogs.
And
cats.
Everyone. Just be wary. Unfortunately, the world is not all sunshines, lollipops and rainbows.
Do you want to play the ABC game?
Yes, let's play the Alphabet Challenge. Okay, so Robin has given us the randomest category of this.
Really random. And this will be an interesting one. So do you know the logo game?
Yeah.
Okay, and if my family are listening to this, they will die telling this story. So I struggle with like letters. I think I've got dyslexia, and I'm proud to say it now. I used to hate it, but I think it runs in the family. Mm-hmm. And we were playing the logo game, and one of the questions was, what is the main letter for the Halifax sign? What would your answer be?
If I thought about it, it'd be X.
Yeah.
But if I did a quick fire, it'd be H. Okay.
Well, and I had my hands in a cross. Okay, like a kiss, like an X. And I was going, it's a Z! It's a Z! Oh. And it was so funny, but... Oh,
you're so cute.
So, yeah. Obviously, luckily it was my family and I wasn't trying to impress anyone. But yeah, just makes me laugh. I can obviously laugh about it now. Oh, so did you say marathon?
Yeah, she's chosen the marathon. So I don't know if that's running the marathon, cheering on someone in a marathon. We're just going to do a random marathon. Nice. Okay.
Do you want to start?
Okay. A Lucozade is all I need.
Because you need to run fast.
Can't see the finish line at this point.
Did you get the new trainers?
Ewok trainers.
Felicity, it's your turn.
Go, you can do it.
Higher.
I've got 45 miles to go and I can't see myself doing this.
Jolly good.
Know how to tie your shoelaces.
Let me know when you've finished.
Might be a while from now.
No problem, I've only got 5 kilometres to go.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Probably because I sprained my ankle.
Queen! The Queen lives in Buckingham Palace.
Righty-ho!
Sun cream I need on my face.
Too much sun.
UV rays.
Love that. V what?
We're in this together, Felicity.
The xylophones are playing up the road. Can you hear them?
You're joking.
And the zebras in the zoo. God, it's so intense.
That's so much. Well done. That was so random. So random. I do quite like it because it keeps our brains ticking.
Yeah.
And it's really like, oh.
Yeah, we do say some words like, obviously, the couple of times we've done it before, is blimey is a lot.
Yeah.
Like a word we use a lot.
Yeah, and zebras.
Zebras.
And X-ray. And
do you want to hear my zebra sound?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And if anyone's watched Racing Stripes, you know what the sound of a zebra is. If not, YouTube it. Do you know what a zebra sounds like?
No.
Okay, this is right, ready?
Is that what they sound like?
That's what they sound like.
What, having sex or just normally?
Just normally.
Oh, it sounds a bit like a fox. I always hear foxes in my garden.
Oh no, they are awful.
Awful. Like, I'm not going to do the sound in here because no one wants to hear that anyways.
No, it's awful. And I remember my old family home, my bedroom was downstairs and it had patio doors. And the amount of foxes, like it was woods behind us, that would like walk along by the patio doors, and then they'd be having sex, and it was horrible. It felt like someone was like being
dying. Yeah, awful. Do you want to tell me about the Ivy Asia?
Oh, yeah. So Ivy Asia went to Brighton, Ivy Asia, on the weekend with Mr. C for a little Valentine's Day treat. Food, I must say, was incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
And to be fair, with the amount of food we had and the price we paid, I don't think it was actually that bad.
I don't. It's like a special treat. It's not like a Mackey's or a Nando's.
Yeah, and I think you go there expecting it's going to be... You're going to spend money.
Yeah, definitely. And you don't want to be in a place like that and scrimp. Exactly. Not to sound like a wanker. But you know you're going to spend some money, so you might as well just relax and surrender to the fact, do you know what, this might cost me a bob or two, but it's going to be a memory that lasts forever. Exactly.
I must say, though, so a few things. It was like speed dating.
Yeah, you said, because you were on a Saturday night, weren't you?
Saturday night, and so many couples as well, obviously. Valentine's coming up. Okay. And then... Before we went, I read the Google reviews.
Rookie mistake.
Just to see what, good, like, I don't know. Well, yeah, there was some good. And then obviously, because I love a Google review, I'm one of these people that do review places, whether I like it or not. Oh, you
review them?
Yeah, Fair and then enough. I got really into it when I was on holiday, and then I started getting, like, freebies.
Oh.
They, like, would send me a free postcard with, I could put pictures on it and things like
nice.
that. Yeah, it was actually really good.
Okay.
So I do love my Google reviews, and there was this man that basically said he felt rushed.
Yeah.
They were making him eat far. He actually said as well, because there's a DJ in there.
It's loud, isn't it?
It's like a club.
Yeah.
Like, well, not a club, but like a bar.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you put this music on to make people eat faster so you can get the tables back? But our experience with the table sitting next to us, they actually got moved. Then they came and sat back down. She was like, no, I don't want to sit at the bar. Like, I'm come here spending all this money and you're like moving me along. And then
they've been there over their allocated time.
Well, that's the thing, I don't know because they were there before us.
Right, okay.
And then they got moved to the sushi bar. Mr. C was like, well, I'm not having this, I'm not being moved around. And the lady kept like pouring our wine, and we did.
Did you still have like wine in your glass?
I had like a full glass of wine, and then she'd come and pour more wine.
It's to make you drink it faster.
That's what I mean. Mr. C was like, have we got to, like, looking at his watch saying, have we got to move? But in the end, she like left us alone. But we did feel rushed, and it was a bit like,
that's so annoying.
But it was a lovely night. And then we went to a pub up the road with some live music, which was fun at first. And then it just got so like, she wasn't singing any songs. She was swearing, and it was like,
oh no.
And it was the first time I'd drunk as well.
Oh yeah,
because I haven't drunk
since January.
And then I'm not a big drinker anyway.
No.
And I was starting, you know, when you drink so much and it starts like every time you burp, you're like sick in your mouth.
Heartburn, and like you can just feel it in your tummy.
Like sitting there, and I was like, vinegar. Oh god, I feel sick. So then anyway, ended up going back to the hotel, and then I fell asleep straight away in the bed.
Fair enough.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I can change my shoes, and then we can go back out. And then I laid down, and that was it. I was a goner.
Well, do you know what? You'd had enough, and your body was going, you've eaten well, you've drunk well, it's time for bed.
But I'll tell you what, it was a lovely evening, spent some time together. But yeah, I would highly recommend just maybe book it on a less busy day, maybe. Yeah,
because I went on a Monday for my anniversary, and
and you loved it. Where did you sit?
Upstairs. You go through this little room, and it's on the right. And I did say it was our anniversary, so they put us in like a little boothy area at the end. But again, it was Monday, so I didn't feel any pressure to give up my table. But I've been to the normal Ivy on a weekend, and it is really loud. No, I'm a partier, right? I like music. I love a dance. I don't really want really loud music when I'm eating.
Yeah, you want like a man with a piano in the background.
Yeah, I don't want like club dance, like housey music.
Oh, I'll tell you a funny story though. So I went to the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and
because they intertwine, don't they?
Yeah, again, this just sums me up. And I went up to the toilet, and it said Brazier. Yeah, and I thought it was bra, like women.
Oh, okay. Well, similar word, isn't it?
Yeah, it turns out it's the fucking next restaurant.
Oh, no.
And I was like, bra. I just assumed brazier.
That's where the ladies are.
Yeah. And I went, oh, not me. This isn't where I'm meant to go. But yeah, it just made me laugh.
The toilets are stunning though, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Did you take some pictures?
I didn't. I literally didn't take any photos.
Let's go out for dinner. Why not?
We should document it.
Yeah.
Our experience.
At the Ivy Asia. Take 2.
So, celebrity of the week.
Rihanna.
Riri.
Love Rihanna.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I just saw like clips of her performance. People are saying it was really underwhelming. People are saying it was really amazing. Mm-hmm. Big shout out to the person who was signing the whole time. Did you see the woman?
No, I saw that literally before.
What a babe. Yeah, she was getting into it. I loved that. And she almost outshone Rihanna a little bit on that, I thought.
Where was she? Was she on the stage? Was she
I
being
don't know.
filmed?
I think she was being filmed by a television broadcaster.
And then put on.
Yeah, it was so cool. But yeah, Rihanna was pregnant.
Yep, congratulations.
I thought the performance, I mean, if we've all grown up with Rihanna, haven't we? I must say it was a bit Illuminati, but I don't want to get into any conspiracy theories right now. But a lot of hand gestures over the eye.
Can you just tell me what Illuminati means?
How do I even explain the Illuminati? I don't really know what the Illuminati is or what it's supposed to be.
Is it like a cult?
It's like a dark, basically, when you become famous, the Illuminati take you and then pump you back out. And it's quite demonic and stuff. A lot of symbolism of eyes, all-seeing eyes and triangles and devils and stuff. I don't know enough about it to talk about it. But if you look at her performance, she is covering her eye with a triangle.
Is this a thing with like Tiger? And then Illuminati when he was at a festival and he was doing like black swirls and like trying to hypnotise people.
Yeah, it's all very conspiracy theories. Okay. I'm not saying I believe in it, but it was just a bit weird. But that aside, sorry, I shouldn't have tangent there because this is just going to open up the discussion. So Rihanna looked
like she was...
Well, she was signalling like weird hand gestures and then the all-seeing eye and the triangle over her eyes.
No.
It was all very demonic. However, I don't want to put people off this podcast think I'm some crazy conspiracy theorist. But I was just sent a few things and I thought, ooh. But either way...
because I'm not into that. I love hearing...
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really want
how you
sidetrack. Yeah, I've just got a weird
I would
brain.
think she's doing square and triangle, circle, square.
But no, I thought her performance was amazing. I love Rihanna. I think she's an absolute goddess of this planet.
Story of my life.
Yep, we don't have the rights to that.
No, that's why I needed...
Yeah, a couple of seconds. But she's pregnant and that's amazing. Her other little baby is so cute. I feel like every celebrity is having a baby at this point. Stacey Solomon is just giving birth
to Belle.
Little Belle.
Yeah,
so cute.
Adorable. Molly May's baby is freaking gorgeous.
So cute. Stacey Dooley's just had a baby called Little Minnie. Adorable. And of course, all outshone by my new nephew, Little Theo. I have to say that, obviously, he is the cutest thing and I'm meeting him on Thursday, which I'm so
make
excited.
sure you take lots of pictures.
I know, and he's got such lovely dark hair and lovely skin and, he's just precious. But yeah, I just feel like there's loads of babies.
Loads of babies. And when would they have been made?
Like May time?
May.
Does that work out? May? But yeah, so congratulations to Rihanna. Happy days.
Okay, so I think we'll finish up from here because we've ranted a bit longer this episode.
Yeah, sorry about
that. But I feel, for some reason, it feels like ages since our last episode.
Yeah, I think it's because I've been editing and we've been listening to loads of the other ones.
Yeah, and I was saying to Amy, I was listening to it because Amy sends it all to me. Shout out to Amy. She edits the
producer.
She's the producer and I'm the graphic designer, I like to say.
Yeah. I mean, we've never done this before.
We have never done this before, so I think we've done bloody well.
Yeah, if there's any improvements, though, please send us a message. We have also just started an Instagram that will promote and we'll share it around our socials, because at the moment, we had a look at our stats this morning. I think we had like 200 listens, which is amazing.
And we're hitting people in like Finland and Spain.
Yeah, I think I know we're going,
you're not meant to say that, Amy. We're going like worldwide, baby. I'll start sharing it to my American and Australian. You've got friends and family in America.
I know. Yeah, that's not showed up, actually. So we've now got an Instagram, After the 9 to 5 podcast. We've literally just set it up. So yeah, we'll get that posted in these show notes. If you could all give us a follow and a like, that would be really cool. Just keep you updated with a bit of content. Again, if you've got any funny work stories or ideas for us, we're just seeing how this goes. This is the most unstructured podcast. I was reading blogs and stuff of how you should structure your podcast, and we're not doing any of that. This is literally off the cusp, having a chat. I might edit a few and little tangents we go on that might not be that appropriate. Other than that, this is so random. We really appreciate anyone who's listened to it already. I can't actually believe 200 people have even listened to it. That's quite a lot.
That is quite a lot. I don't actually know 200 people.
I do not know 200 people. So yeah, thank you all so much for listening. We really appreciate
We really appreciate everyone listening, tuning in, downloading, liking and saving our podcast. We have got many more to come.
Yeah, as we said, every week we record on a Tuesday. I'm going to try and get them edited and out by Thursday. Thursday is probably going to be the release date. Luckily, we've been approved by Spotify now, so they can just be uploaded and they'll be available for streaming and download a couple of hours later.
I had a question today. Do you know if they can get an Apple
I need to link
Apple Music?
I need to link it, the RSS feed. So I need to look into that. And Amazon Music as well. I need to look into it. I just thought Spotify for the first one because I use Spotify.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amazing. Thanks. All right, guys. Well, have a lovely week and we'll see you next
week. Bye.
Goodbye.